Hello again. Today we're going to do another soup using more of the lovely bacon we got yesterday. Still not even halfway down the packet yet. It's going to be a really luxurious feeling soup, really nice and warm and smooth and creamy without having cream in it. The yoghurt is just as a garnish at the end. Again, you don't have to use it. It just adds a little bit of, I don't know, bit of niceness to it. It's also very cheap and you can use it in curries and dips and all sorts of things. I think it's about 80 pence. Again, totally, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. So we're going to be using onion, celery, carrot, parsnips, swede. I've got a chilli, optional. I like chilli, so I'm going to put one in. I've got bay leaf and the herbs, and I've got 3 cloves of garlic. Again, if you want it, use it. If you don't, don't. It's not a big impact on the dish. So I'm going to go ahead now and prep everything up. Okay, to start cooking, we're going to start by getting some texture to the bacon because we're going to serve the bacon on top, not in the soup. So a little bit of oil and then throw your bacon in, just roughly chopped up. Oh, don't put your hand in the oil. I do it because I'm stupid. As you can see, you get a lot of water comes out of bacon when you cook it if it's not dry cured, and well, that costs a lot of money. So let the water come out and then let it all evaporate away, and then it will go back to the oil and it will start frying and get some texture. So just bat on with it, don't drain away the liquid because that's flavour. Okay, you can see now we're getting a bit of texture to it. Turn the heat right down. Now we're not cooking the bacon in the soup, we're going to be serving it on top of it. So at this point we're just going to take the bacon out, leaving as much of the oil and bacon fat as we can. And then into that pan we're going to pop our onion and garlic if you're using it. Along with our bay leaf, optional. Rosemary and thyme from the garden, again optional. I'm using 1 red chilli because I like a bit of chilli. If you don't put it in. If you want to put half, put half. Up to you. So all we're going to do now is cook these down until they don't smell raw anymore. To get the most out of an onion, you want to let the natural sugars come out and caramelise onto them. And we encourage that with a little pinch of sea salt. That will start to bring out the juices and the sugars, and they'll caramelise down nicely. So we'll let that colour up. I've popped the lid on just so that a little bit of steam comes up and it doesn't burn and take too much colour, because we want the natural colour of the vegetables to come through, not brown onions. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. They've softened down, that nasty raw smell has gone. So we're going to throw in all the other vegetables. Stir that up a bit. and then we're going to add the water. We're going to add it to about here. So we're looking at sort of 4 to 6 hungry people eating this soup. This soup freezes beautifully if you want to, if you make too much. So there's probably about 4 or 5 pints of water in there. So we're going to add chicken stock or chicken stock cubes. Or vegetable stocks, or even mushroom stock if you want to, but you need some stock in there. So pop those in. We're going to bring that to the boil, and then we're going to let it simmer until everything is thoroughly cooked and soggy. So it's cooked out now for about 20 minutes, half an hour maybe. I've taken out the herbs and the sticks. Again, with the chilli, we've got a choice. You can leave it in and liquidize it, which is what I'm going to do. Or you can take it out and leave it as a very mild, or as I say, don't put it in at all. So I'm going to go ahead now and just blitz this with a little hand mixer. Okay, now we're going to taste it. See what we need, salt, pepper, whatever, because every time you use vegetables the result is going to be slightly different. Slightly bigger carrot, smaller parsnip, so we taste and see where we are. Okay, that's really good. What we need though is a good wallop of salt and a good shake of pepper. The soup itself is meant to be slightly sweet. That's why we put the parsnips in, to sweeten it up, give us that sense of luxury. Useful tip, whenever you add salt, count to 8 in your head before you taste it, because salt takes time to dissolve and disperse through the food. Okay, it's going to need just a little bit more. If you can, always use sea salt. It's better for you because you use less and it's not as harsh as a chemical one. That part done. So what we're going to do now is just serve it up and dress it. It's a very light soup, although it's creamy in texture. It's not heavy at all. It's very good for you. And because you haven't peeled the celery, you've got all the roughage there that you need. That's a really good portion. Now, the lovely bacon we cooked earlier. Be generous, we got plenty of it. Okay. Now this step is optional, you can either use it or not, it's up to you. Just a spoonful of the yoghurt. And when you swirl that in, you'll get a lovely texture to your soup. And then we got the top of a spring onion just to give it a bit of colour. And there you go, that's your vegetable soup. Vegetable and bacon soup, just slightly different from yesterday. A more luxurious finish to it and a sweeter soup. So try it, enjoy.